Welcome to the Fragrance Nut. Hey, today we're going to talk about one that just came in today. This was a blind buy, so I've worn it now maybe 4 or 5 hours, kind of give it some wear so I can give it well, I could say a proper review, but to me maybe days of wearing is more of a proper review, but I just wanted to get at it. So today is Essential Parfums Paris. And there's none other than Musc is Straight. And I don't understand the packaging. It came in this wrap part around, but I didn't understand this and why it had all these cardboards and it tucks in there. I'm gonna get this out. You can see you just actually could just take this apart. But to me, this kind of could seem like it could slip. This is a 30 ml size. I don't believe it comes any larger than that. I had them rush it to me from Lucky Scent, so I paid I think $179 total, but the actual fragrance only costs $140. That is still expensive, but it's an straight. You may can see, I may even have the perfumer's name on there. And there's Celice Becker. Yes, Celice Becker. I don't kind of, it's not a magnetic cap, so it just kind of like you have to push it down to make sure that it's steady, and then I guess you just put them back in there. But I'm not going to do that. This is cumbersome or bothersome to do it. So I'm not going to do that. It's pretty good color in the juice. Has that little diamond shape there. As well as that, you can see the E. This is not my first rodeo in testing essential parfums. I had actually did a video several months ago, and it was called Velvet Iris. I'm a huge Iris fan. And it was very different. That was a blind buy too, but it was really nice. I had got maybe, I think it was a 10 ml size, and it's all gone now. But it was really nice. It didn't remind you of the typical Iris. It had, it wasn't powdery, and I believe the perfumer stated that she didn't like powdery fragrances. But I do want to say that there were a couple of other fragrances that years ago was a favorite, still is, that Celice Becker did. One is by Killian, and it was Moonlight in Heaven. The other is Ombre de Hyacinth. And so, but we're gonna get into this one and tell you some of the things that I noticed in it. And this was created back last year in 2025. In the top of it, you got some cinnamon, and you have the ginger. I'm sort of happy that they put the ginger at the top because I'm not a real big ginger fan. Even when you drink something with ginger, it tends to me be a little stronger than I like. And then in the mid is where I was going with the musk. And this is a very unique smelling musk. Very quiet in my opinion. You do get wafts of it as you walk through, and it changes. It seems to be a little complex. The complexity is really nice. It has Georgie wood in there, and that gives it that kind of warm feel to it. Georgie wood has also been used, if you've ever smelled Amouage Guidance 46, you can find some Georgie wood in there. And then in the base there's Ambrophit Fix, and that gives it that ambery. You can find that too in Roja Dove's fragrance, Harrods Parfum. And then if you want a real, also you will find that ambery smell where the perfumer is using Ambrofix. I'm having trouble with that. It's in Blue Talisman. ex nihilo, and it's in the EDP as well as the extrait version. And then if you're looking for a more driven ginger fragrance, you might there's the Most Wanted by Azzaro, and then of course Ingenious Ginger by Goldfield and Banks, and that's more of the ginger if that's your thing. What I can say about this particular fragrance, I don't know if it would go into my top 10, or should I say, it'd probably make the top 10. I don't know if it would go into my top 5. Eventually, I am going to do a musk-centered fragrances. I have several because I'm a fan of musk, and I have different ones, and some of them are top shelf, some are what are really top shelf, and then some in, I would say, mid. And I say top shelf not because it is good, but it is also the price. So that'll come out later. I do have another video coming right behind this where I may have did it on a decant review, and that is none other than Guerlain's 1957. But I finally pulled the trigger for the EDP. I've been thinking of getting the oil, body oil. It's kind of pricey, $350, and then I may pull the trigger for the Parfum. I believe it might be at least the larger size. They finally came. Well, and this is from the exclusive line when I do that video. But anyway, we're going to get back to this one at hand, and there it is again. Essential Parfums. This was a blind buy. I'm not upset about it at all. It's really nice. Very, very different. And I'm guessing that's because of the Georgie wood in there. So I would say that this is more of a woody, musk, floral. And I don't know if I should even say floral because I'm guessing that there is some jasmine in here. That's what I feel that's in this. Jasmine Sambac is what I believe I'm smelling in this. I haven't looked the notes up on to see what's particularly on this, other than just a few little things that I grabbed. If we talk about the perfumer, Celice Becker, she's been around, and she practically done all of By Kilian's fragrance. Love Don't Be Shy, Moonlight in Heaven, may have done Bamboo Harmony, whatever, but she's done at least, I would say just off the top of my head, she's done at least 15 fragrances for By Kilian. So she's quite good in her field. I'm not sure if she owns Essential Parfums. I have to look that up and see. I don't know if she did Velvet Iris, but if you want an iris that's very different, very complex, very warm, man, I was a real attention getter, not sweet. I would say put your nose on that. If you're looking for a subtle but complex and very nice musk, then get your nose on this. I did get this from Lucky Scent. Again, if I didn't say that earlier, you could find it in several places, so it's not just Lucky Scent. It just so happened that I wanted to shop with them again, but I could have gone to Max Aroma. I could have went maybe Scent Split and some others, and then Joma Shop, which I've never shopped Joma Shop, but I've always seen theirs come up. I intend to maybe try it. The only thing that I heard that maybe deterred me from Joma Shop was the longevity of waiting to get the product. But as I got this right away because I had a 2-day air. And so there you have it. What do you know about Essentials Parfum? I do know one that you see on the review channel, which you see Boys Imperial, which I've not tried. I did receive a sample of Amber Latte by Essentials. I sprayed it on last night just to kind of, and it's still there. I have several amber fragrances. I've been trying to get into them. Probably, I'm not a real big amber guy. Not straightforward amber. Maybe amber in the mid and maybe hidden in the base, but I'm not a real big amber guy so far. And I have at least 10 nice sized decants, and I haven't really found one. I came close to Amber Sultan by Serge Luton, but that's all I can remember. That if I had pulled the trigger, it would be there. But I'm not going to do that because I'm running out of a Claire de Musc, and like I said, right now I was on a hyacinth kick, then I was on an iris kick, and now I'm back to a musk kick. And I do want to pull the trigger on a couple of other musk, and then I will do what in my opinion, the best musk that I've come across. Not the best musk out there, because I only have just this nose and just my opinion. So I really don't know, other than what I smell and what I believe to be some of the best. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Like, share, subscribe. And look for that next video, because it'll be coming maybe a few hours from now, and that'll be 1957, another musk fragrance. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. I said that. I'm out of here. Bye.